Have you ever heard of embryo adoptions? Well, we're going to talk about what some of the common questions are that families have about it and what other people will have for you about it, particularly if you pursue that as one of your family building options. Hey, if we haven't met, I'm Stephanie A. and the founder and executive director here at Adoption and Beyond. And there are a lot of steps between wishing for a baby and adopting a baby. And here at Adoption and Beyond, we've helped thousands of families build their family through adoption. And we would love to share our step-by-step process with you. So one of the biggest questions that I hear sometimes, why is it sometimes called embryo donation and sometimes called embryo adoption? And the most simplest way to answer that question is that the family who is donating the embryos, that's called embryo donation to them. The families receiving the embryos, that is called embryo adoption for them. And the reason why it's called embryo adoption is because here in the Kansas City area particularly, is that there are a lot of adoption attorneys who recommend that families go through what's called the formal adoption process after the embryos are born in order to close any legal loopholes that there may become of someday through embryo adoptions. So just know that you'll hear those two words and you'll hear them interchanged with each other, is that there's embryo donation and there's embryo adoption. Another thing that's pretty common is a lot of people just don't even know that embryo adoption is available. They think it's kind of, sci-fi, very advanced technology, when actually we've had cryo freezing around for a very long time. In fact, it's been around since the 1950s. So embryo adoption is not new, it's just not as well known as a way to be able to form your family. Another one is, who is embryo adoption for? Embryo adoption is for someone who is struggling to build their family. They're experiencing infertility commonly, but yet they still have this strong desire to be able to experience pregnancy. And so embryo adoption, particularly if there's no reason why you know that you can't carry a child to term, then sometimes embryo adoption is a good way for someone to be able to experience pregnancy, have a lot of control over the prenatal experience, but yet still be able to have a child. So embryo adoption is for those who have a very strong desire to still experience pregnancy, but have found that adoption is the way they need to build their family. Some people may question your motivation for choosing embryo adoption because there is this common belief that there are hundreds of children available for adoption. While that is true for children who are in foster care or children who are maybe in another country and maybe available for international adoption, just know that there are also hundreds, thousands of frozen embryos, and those children deserve just as much opportunity to be born as and adopted as any other child. So just know that with adoption, not one size fits all. There are actually 6 different avenues to be able to form your family through adoption, and I'm going to link to a quiz that we have that will help you determine that. Just know that there are 6 different ways to be able to form your family through adoption, and not all of those ways are going to fit every family. There is going to be at least one way. A lot of times there's more than one way, but there is not always a one size fits all, and it's important for you to be able to follow your heart and to be able to follow what you feel is best for your family in the way that you choose to build your family through adoption. So if you feel that adoption is the right way to build your family, just know that you are in the right place to receive the support and information that you need. Thanks so much. Bye.